Hello, everybody. Dominick here, bringing you breakthrough sessions. Today is really powerful. The moment in my life where I started to realize my truest potential was when I started to think about people around me that were actually working with me. So today it's really about you understanding you can't do it alone. We face some tough times in our lives. We face tough times individual as an individual. We face tough times within our families. We face tough times within our friendships, within our relationships. We face tough times with mentally, just being focused, being prepared. Uh, Through these hard times, nothing more matters than for you to understand this one thing. It's you have to be willing to allow yourself the help. Like you can't do it alone. We oftentimes feel that we're failing in life because we're trying so hard to put a shade over what's going on in our lives. We're afraid to step out and ask for a lending hand in so many cases because we feel like we're going to be judged. But in life, I'm constantly reminded is that I can't do it alone. I would not be able to have grown my life to this point if it wasn't for my parents, whether they did a superb job or not, whether my father was around or not, whether my mom made all the right decisions or not. I wouldn't be able to have gotten as far as I did in my football career if it wasn't because of me being able to lean on other people. I have friends that were accepting of me. I have friends that didn't care where I was from, what color I was, and how my attitude was, and they just wanted to accept me for who I was. They wanted me to truly believe that they were going to be around, that they were going to help me to become the best version of myself. I had coaches in my life that actually changed me, not because they were required to, not because it was something that they had to do. It was because they were willing to take the time. See, we all need the help, and I couldn't have done it by myself. See, my wife guides me, my son motivates me, my wife inspires me, my son inspires me. They encourage me to want to become a better person, but I could not be the man that I am today without those tangibles, without those things that are adding value to my life, without those things that mean so much to me. I couldn't do it alone. I couldn't do it alone if I wanted to. Now, in life, sometimes you might think that you're the most gifted, you're the most talented, you're the best, and that's great. But if you look back over this life, nothing has been accomplished by many people doing it alone. God had 12 disciples. Our communities are stronger when we're united together, when we're fighting the fight together, when we're understanding the differences that are going on in our communities and we're coming together within our neighborhoods and we're building something that no one can come in and tear down. We're building something that's going to last so that our kids can actually be in this moment and have an opportunity to take all of this and grow it into more. Someone along your life, someone in your life along the way will tell you is that you could do it alone, you can handle it alone, but that's a lie. Everything in my life that I've ever faced, I've never went at it alone. And even when I had no one else showing up physically for me, maybe not a actual person, it was always God that was really there for me. It was my confidant. It was my friend. It was who I shared my worst moments with. It was who I shared my failures with. It was who I knew that I was going to be able to fix my mouth and ask for forgiveness for some things that I had done in my life. But I couldn't do it alone. I couldn't do it alone for those who have forgiven me for all the bad and the wrong that I might have done. I couldn't do it alone. I couldn't find myself. I couldn't actually forgive myself without others being able to forgive me in return. So today, right now, someone needs to hear this because you're feeling like you can walk alone. And when you're walking alone, it's a burden. And that burden causes you to do things that you normally would not do. That burden causes you to actually self-doubt yourself. That burden causes you to give up. That burden causes you to quit fighting. That burden causes you to actually just say, I can't win. That hurts because every life that's here in this moment right now is meant to be here. And if you can just allow yourself to believe and understand that you can't do it alone, and that doesn't make you weak, it doesn't make you sad, it doesn't make you pitiful, it doesn't make you afraid. Whatever it is that you're afraid that someone might call you because when you need to ask for help, you really need it, and someone wants to be there for you. So don't take any moment in your life for granted, no matter what you've been through. We've all been through a lot. We've been challenged in our lives over this past year in more ways than one could think, from anywhere from marriages to friendships to jobs to family to just physically and mentally being able to make it through the day. You can't do it alone. And I'm asking myself every day, why do I do this? Why do I make videos, and how many people might be inspired? How many people will watch? How many people will like? How many people will actually make comments that matter? How many people will actually say that I was touched, I was moved, this changed me? But the biggest point is that I can't do it alone. See, I have someone else that's pushing me to the limits that I'm willing to go. See, when I make these videos, I couldn't do it alone. I'm inspired because I believe that I can make an impact. I believe that someone will hear the videos and change something in their life for the better. I believe that this actually helps me to continue to grow in my own life, for me to continue to set the example and the standards and keep pushing the bar higher and higher. I believe that this sets an example for my son. I believe that this gives me the best opportunity, no matter what's happening here right now in this moment, for me to actually be able to take care of my wife, take care of my kid, take care of all my responsibilities in this life, give back to other people in a way that no one's ever been able to give back. That feeling, that moment, that tells me is that I'm not in this alone, and you're not in this alone. So whatever it is in your life right now that you're going through, wherever you are, whatever you've been holding in, whatever the challenges that you face, whatever failures that you felt like have taken so much from you, whatever traumatic experience that you've gone through, whatever addictions that you're dealing with, whatever self doubt that you have, whatever commitments that you didn't make to yourself or didn't follow through for yourself, whatever goals that you have not achieved, whatever dreams that you have not yet lived, all those things, they need you to be okay with needing someone, because you can't accomplish and do all those things alone. Every business that's in place right now, every team sport that you see, every family, every friendship, everything in this world, it requires, if you notice, people needing other people. So if we don't start somewhere today, if you don't change something in your life today, and understand, for you to go from where you are now to where you truly can be, it's going to take you being okay with getting help, being okay with learning from someone else who has already been through the things that you're trying to go through, being okay with someone else mentoring you and guiding you through the toughest of the times, being okay with asking for help, even when you think you might know what to do, but just to be reassured that that is the right path to take. Growing your life is about more than you feeling like you got it. Growing your life is about adding people into your life. So when you do fall, so when you do have a mishap, so when you are struggling, so when you're finding it hard to navigate through this thing that we call life, someone's there. And you will always be reminded that that someone wants the best out of you, that that someone believes in you, that that someone wants to keep pushing you, that that someone wants to give you all that they got so that you can become the best version of yourself. So maybe today is the day that you wake up. Maybe today is the day that you rewrite your story. And the way that you're going to be able to do that is you need to be able to truly understand that you cannot do this alone. We need to come together as a community. We need to come together as parents. We need to come together as friends. We need to come together as businesses. We need to come together as individuals. And we need to learn to actually start working for each other in a way that promotes more success within each other, that creates more inspiration within each other, that creates more drive within each other, that creates competition in a way that's inspiring each other, that's promoting the right things in this business world, that's creating something that's magical, that's giving everybody what I call the overflow. When a cup is full and the water is overflowing, so many people have an opportunity to come and take some of that water away from the cup that's overflowing and start filling up their own individual cups. And if you allow your cup to overflow, you're actually saying in that moment is that you can't do it by yourself. And all the things that someone's helped you do, all those things that are overflowing on those cups, now it attracts other people so that they too realizes that it's okay for me to ask for help, to start something from something that's already been generated and to make it, and then to grab other people and do the same, and to continue that, to bind ourselves together as one, to find more solutions rather than problems, to grow our lives in different ways because we deserve it. Our communities deserve it. Our kids deserve it. You yourself deserve it. And so it is going to be about what you're willing to do, how you're willing to see things. Are you willing to just understand that this world is made up of one thing and one thing only? We've all been put here on this earth as humans. There is no such thing as what color I might be, what neighborhood I might have grew up in, and where I'm going with my life. But if we guide each other in the right way, and if you understand that you can't do it alone, maybe before you make that mistake, you'll be able to call on someone to help you decide to do something differently. Maybe before you make that mistake, you will be able to count on someone that can help you understand that it's not the right decision in your life. Maybe before you make that mistake, you will be enlightened and you will be inspired by someone else's actions and the things that they've done in their lives that you can see yourself being there at some point in time. And that will cause you to do something different with your life. This is Breakthrough Sessions. I'm Dominic. Thank you for watching. If you've watched live over the last many weeks, if you have commented and literally put comments in a comment box that really makes sense, that drives something, that's rather just giving a compliment or rather giving feedback or anything that you've been doing to this point in time, let me say thank you. And if you rewatch this at some point in time, I want you to know is that my inspiration comes because I'm looking to make an impact in just one person's life. And maybe that one person is not you today, but maybe as we go through and we find new content and we talk about different things and different subjects, something will hit home for you. And that something will inspire and motivate you in a way that you've never been motivated before. And if I can do that, that's what I'm working towards. It's not where I am right now today, but it's what I'm looking to become. And that person drives and motivates me every day. That person helps me to understand that it's going to take more than just me, but it's going to take you, the person who views this video, to share it with someone. It's going to take you, the person that views this video, to take some of the information that you've learned and gathered from these sessions and implement them into your life. It's going to take you to be the one that's driven enough to actually start to create change. It's going to take you to use everything that you have every day that you get a chance to be here to live your best life. Take care. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed day.